Hey everybody, my name is DiAndrea and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever video and I'm going to use this video as just kind of like an introduction to myself, what I'm about, a little bit about my story, and the main reason I'm making this YouTube channel. So to start, I took this year and I got certified in a couple different things. I am a certified transformational nutrition coach through the Institute of Transformational Nutrition. I am currently a student at the National Academy of Sports Medicine to become a personal trainer. And I also launched a blog earlier this year with my girlfriend, Grace Mackle, and myself. We created the blog. It's called The Hardy Way, that I'll link below. And we created that as just like an outlet and a way to put out information to help people naturally and holistically, take control of their mental health without like the medications, without going through conventional medicine. And we believe conventional medicine has a place, but before going to the conventional medicine, the medications and the doctors, that you should do what you can control in regard to what the food you're eating, the habits you're building, the relationships you have, especially with yourself, your connection with nature, and all those things. And that's really what all I'm about. As a transformational nutrition coach, I'm actually specializing in mental wellness. And my goal is to help young adults, get off that roller coaster of emotion and finally can take control of their lives, live the lives that they want to live. And it really just stems, the reason getting the specialty really just stems from my story, which I'll get to in a little bit. And as a personal trainer, my goal is to help the hard gainers gain lean muscle mass, put on weight, put on size through their nutrition, through their fitness, their workouts, specifically some supplementations, ones that I use. I will never recommend anything if I haven't taken it myself, if I haven't done it myself, because I just feel like that's an obligation that I have to you guys to, just to speak from experience, And so, yeah, to get into like my story a little bit, I'm 21 years old. I was born and raised in Northeast Philadelphia my whole life, as you can tell. When I was 10 years old, my parents passed away. It was a homicide-suicide. It was like, one day I was like, the normal kid, living the typical American dream, like family of four. I have an older brother, Joey. And then the next day, it was just, shit happens. And after that occurred, there was a court battle for custody that kind of went to shit, kind of tore my family apart. So that was tough. When I was 12 years old, my aunt and uncle who had guardianship over my brother and I, they got divorced and they both kind of went their separate ways. So at the age of 12, I really say I started raising myself. The custody got transferred over to my great grandparents, but they were 85, 86 years old. I was 12, my brother was 15. It was just, it was just, not working out well. So, I fell into bad habits. Wouldn't talk about my feelings. I started drinking alcohol at the age of 12. Started getting into bad things. Just drinking on the weekends. I started working all the time. So, school kind of went out the window. And yeah, I kind of just sustained those habits for years and years. I went to LaSalle College High School for my high school, and, great high school. I love everything about that high school. That high school really helped me out big time. Just with the education aspect, the discipline aspect, in learning manners, things like that. They really kind of shaped me, laid the foundation of the man I am today. And after I graduated LaSalle, I went to LaSalle University. I was there for 2 years, a full-time nursing student, working 7 days a week. I didn't enjoy it at all. And I always say, I'm thankful for LaSalle University for doing clinicals a year early. So at the end of my sophomore year, I actually got into clinicals. and realized I hated everything about it. Every fucking thing about it, I hated it. But I just think it takes a special person to be a nurse, and it just didn't fit the type of person that I wanted to be. So yeah, I dropped out of school. I came across this podcast called the MOCEO Project by a man named Andy Frisella, who is the CEO of a supplement company called First Form and a couple others, based out in St. Louis. But he really changed my life. He released the 75 Hard program, the Live Hard program, 75 Hard challenge, and that changed my life. I've done that 3 times. I just kind of dove into that right after I got out of school. I dove into real estate as well. I started, studying everything I can about real estate. And after a few months, I realized what specifically I wanted to do with real estate. I kind of had to have money first. And I just didn't have a plan for that aspect of it. So I still want to invest in real estate. I still am going to invest in real estate. But my main passion is helping people through health, fitness, and wellness, which is why, during the whole coronavirus pandemic, that's when I really dived into my studies at the Institute of Transformational Nutrition at the National Academy of Sports Medicine, and really just started taking in everything I could learn about it, just be a sponge, So yeah, after I get these certifications, I am a certified transformational nutrition coach. I'm going to be a personal trainer. I'm launching a company to specifically help people. That's my mission. That's my passion. That's really, that's something that just really gets me going. Making a positive impact, really helping people change their lives, take control of their lives, of their health, of their wellness, of their movement, their fitness levels, and just controlling the things you can control. Like, one of my core beliefs is you're not a victim of your past, you're the creator of your future. And that's just something that really resonated with me, coming from a difficult past that I've overcome, and now can help people overcome their own trauma, their own difficulties, their own obstacles, break old habits, create new ones that, make them become the best versions of themselves. And that's what I'm really all about. Besides that, big Philly sports fan. Mostly the Sixers, mostly the Eagles, unfortunately at this point. Goddamn. But anything NFL, big fantasy football player, big statistic guy. I know a bunch about the NFL. Really tuned into Marvel Studios, anything in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm all about that. I watched all the movies, excited for the ones to come out. I've waited long. We've all waited long enough for these to come out. So I'm super excited for that. I think Black Widow's coming out early next year. But yeah, other than that, I'm just really excited to officially launch the YouTube page, officially, just start really helping people through, whether that's through education, through the YouTube, through the blog, through my Instagram. I'm going to link that below as well. Through coaching people one-on-one, group coaching, creating programs. That's all on my agenda in the upcoming year. Training people one-on-one, personal training people, educating people on the whole foods, on habits, on the supplementations, again, the ones I take as well. And I'm really excited to get started. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.